Okay, this little bit is on average atomic mass. Average atomic mass is the mass that you see on the periodic table. So when we look on the periodic table for oxygen, what we see is 15.99994. Of course, we're not going to have part of a proton or part of a neutron. So the reason that number is a decimal place is because it's taking into account all of the isotopes that exist on the entire planet and their percentages. So when we're calculating average atomic mass, we're going to care about the mass of each isotope, and we're also going to care about the percentage of that isotope that's on our planet. So I have a made-up element here. This made-up element is called benium, and benium has two pretend isotopes. One isotope has a mass of 89, which is right here, and the other one has a mass of 60. It's a big difference, but I want you to see what happens at the end. And then I've also given you the percentages. We can go ahead and guess that our answer is going to be closer, since this is such a much bigger percent, that our answer will be closer to 89. But we want to know exactly what it's going to be. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to calculate the isotope weighted mass for each of these isotopes. So how much of our percent is from each isotope. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the mass. So the first one was 89. And I'm going to multiply by the percentage. Remember that when you're multiplying by a percentage, you have to move the decimal over 2 places. So the decimal is here next to the 9. I'll move it over 2, and that will give me 0.798 for what I'm multiplying by. So 71.022 is what you get in your calculator. And then I'll do the same thing for the other isotope. So the mass of 60 times 0.202, and that gives me 12.12. Now basically what I did there is I multiplied by the amount. So normally when you calculate averages, you take the two numbers, you add them together, and then you divide by 2. Essentially, I have divided by 2 right here. So when I go to calculate the atomic mass, and I'm finding that average, I don't need to divide by 2. All I have to do is add the two numbers that I got together. So 71.022 plus 12.12 will give me the atomic mass of 83.142. And that would be in AMUs. So that is how you calculate average atomic mass.